Hello. Give me 1 second here to get our deaths going. Hopefully everyone's having a good old-fashioned time today. But yeah, doing nothing right now except getting ready for stream. As you can see, we're having to end user licensing agreement. Woo! So that's gonna be fun. But yeah. These terms and conditions, terms given reviews of fun with the Freddy VR, and yeah, I'm not reading all that. Why would I? Because that's stupid. Do not play the VR game if you are tired and sleep under influence of drugs or alcohol. That's pretty crazy right there. Hungover, have just browse under mental stress, suffer from cold, flu, headaches, migraines, or earaches, resisting disability. General disclaimer. Company reminder of agreement. But I explain to agree. Wow, if you put it like that. I think I might be able to play this game, guys. Remember, help at fivenightswheel.com. Steel Studios. Turn up brightness a bit for stream. Okay, this is really weird for the console port already. Because, yeah, I'm trying to get used to, there's something called Free Look. Hey, Foxy. Oh.
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience. Fazbear Entertainment is excited to join the digital age. And what better way to do that than with an edge-of-your-seat virtual reality experience?
All right.
We know that Fazbear Entertainment has developed some
reputation
over the last few decades, and while it's true that some stories associated with our name were loosely based on actual events, the majority of them were total fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic. Lawsuits pending, but we aren't above laughing at ourselves. Ha ha ha. That's why we have recreated many of these completely fictitious scenarios, lies, that you've been fed over the last several years into a hilarious VR game, in the hopes that we can finally move past these childish ghost stories and develop a new relationship with you,
Freddy
as well as
Fazbear.
your kids. Don't forget the merch, perfect for birthdays. So sit back and enjoy a few scares.
I had a merch.
We do, however, ask that you agree to a simple waiver before you play. It's mostly just a
before we can officially your pet. What time you might reach the way or where the total way part of the legal terms and
Just touch the button to agree, and then we can jump right into some harmless fun that can't harm you at all in any harmful way. Thank you for playing the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience.
Rest your eyes, I can
You acknowledge that Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for accidental digital consciousness transference, real-world manifestations of digital characters, nightmares, night terrors, night sweats.
All right, yeah, of course, because digital stuff doesn't matter, yeah.
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience. Use the console in front of you to navigate the menu and pick one of the frightening experiences available. By completing these scenarios, more will become available. You'll see plenty of familiar faces and some new ones as well. So stay a while and have a good time. And remember, despite the temporary horror you may experience, this is a completely controlled environment and you aren't in any real danger. Fazbear Entertainment not responsible for real danger.
So yeah, FNAF 1. Right until 6 a.m. Oh, we are already at 99%. Awesome. Hello.
I know it can be a bit overwhelming.
94% already. What the frig? I've done nothing.
You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first. Okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days, or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here
do get a bit quirky at night.
No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a battle, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold
Yeah, there's Bonnie. Okay, I was looking for him.
children if you show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around every day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah, it's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now concerning your
There he is.
the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with crossbeams, wires, animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcibly pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would like to see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station agrees. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Look, it's pretty, Bonnie's right there. The cheek is moving. This is already better than like the actual console port, by the way. Oh, Foxy's trying to come out. We just keep both doors closed at this point, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Chica. Oh wow, I'm so scared of Freddy Fazbear, you know. There we go. Night one. Look at him.
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted access to additional holiday content. Press the special button in the candy pail to
So we have
enter the
FNAF
Halloween
2,
hub.
FNAF
Keep in
3,
mind that this
FNAF
DLC
no Dark
pack is
Rooms,
nothing more than a
Parts of
festive
Service,
holiday-themed
and
add-on,
Repair,
which has
Night
absolutely no
Terrors.
hidden intent or purpose. So, have fun.
I love me some FNAF 3.
Hey, glad you came back for another night. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time. We found some great new relics over the weekend, and we're out tracking down a new lead right now. So, let me just update you real quick, then you can get to work. Like, the attraction opens in like a week, so we have to make sure everything works and nothing catches on fire. When the place opens, people will come in.
Yeah, that's gonna be annoying to try to get used
Work
to.
their way towards you, then past you, and out the exit.
From what I remember for FNAF 3, Night 1 literally has nothing.
A security guard.
Guard.
So not only will you be monitoring the people on the camera as they pass through, you know, to make sure no one steals anything or makes out in the corner, but you'll also be a part of the show.
Okay, so that's what's going on, okay. So you can't do both cameras at once.
We found another set of drawings, with knives, and a foxy head, which we think could be authentic. Then again, it might just be another crappy cosplay. And we found a desk fan, very old, metal though.
God, these vent sounds are actually annoying me.
The place is basically just, you know, flashing lights, spooky props. I honestly thought we'd have more by now. We don't have something really cool by next week, so we may have to zip you up in a furry suit and make you walk around saying, boo. But, you know, like I said, we're trying to track down a good lead right now. Some guy who helped design one of the buildings says it was like an extra room that got boarded up or something like
Boarded
that.
up.
So we're going to take a peek and see what we can find. For now, just get comfortable with the new setup. You can check the security cameras over to your right and click that blue button. You can toggle between the hall cams and the vent cams. Then over to your far left, you can flip up your maintenance panel. You know, use this to remove any systems that may go offline. In trying to make the place feel vintage, we may have overdone it a bit. Some of this equipment is barely functional. Yeah, I wasn't joking about the fire. That's a real risk. The most important thing you want to watch for is the ventilation. Look, this place will give you the spooks, man. And if you let that ventilation go offline, then you'll start seeing some crazy stuff, man. Keep that air flowing. Okay, keep an eye on things, and we'll try to have something new for you tomorrow night.
Alright. Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, we did it. We got Chica Chug. Oh, hello. Okay. Screenshot there. Parts of service can repair. Night terrors. Ooh, so spooky. But yeah, we're having a fun time with this right now. I am not good in horror. I am honest about that. I suck at horror type of stuff. I get scared really easy. So this is fun when it's not even like fully VR. Oh my god, okay. Funtime Freddy, I don't know what this is. Flashlight, teleport, closed door, survive until 6 a.m. I have never played FNAF 4, by the way. Okay.
You over there in the dark? Come on out.
Stop that.
I know you're over there somewhere.
Yeah, as you can tell, I'm great. I'm great with this. Frick you. Hey, yeah, just go through. And I think like really freaking annoying to do even in VR. God damn. Like, make repairs.
Welcome back to Parts and Service.
Hello.
Oh no, it looks like Bonnie's guitar is out of tune and must be recalibrated. First, we must access his harmonization module located inside his secondary throat pipe. To access the throat pipe, both eyes must first be removed. You must be as precise as possible when removing the eyes from their respective sockets.
Okay.
First, firmly grip Bonnie's left eye and carefully remove it from its socket.
So this one.
Great job.
Okay.
Deposit the left eye in the cleaning receptacle on your left. Well done. Now, firmly grip Bonnie's right eye and deposit the right eye in the cleaning receptacle on your right. Good job. To open Bonnie's faceplate, carefully press the two buttons located on either side of Bonnie's jaw. When done correctly, you should hear two small. Well done. You now have access to Bonnie's harmonization module. Press the blinking button inside Bonnie's secondary throat pipe to enter calibration mode. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again to replay the audio check. Press the colored button that corresponds. Press the blinking button again to verify your work.
Oh no. Damn. Yeah, it sounded off to begin with, and
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Great job. Deposit the left eye. Well done. Now, deposit the right eye in the cleaning. Good job. To open Bonnie's faceplate, carefully press. Well done. You now have. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again to replay the audio check. Press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day.
I removed. So.
Well done. That concludes your parts and services task.
So I could just take his eye. That'd be funny. Oh, I got a balloon. This is the pinnacle of gaming right there. How you doing? But no, he's not here now. Man. Okay.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell. Sounds like Chica has been rummaging around the kitchen again. Remove all food particles from Chica's exterior and place it in the refuse bin on your right.
I had to put in the trash, really.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell. Sounds like Chica has been rummaging around the kitchen again. Remove all food particles from. Good job. Make sure Chica is not hiding any other treats inside her beak. To open her beak, carefully press the two buttons located on the sides of Chica's head. Oh no, it looks like Chica has picked up some unwanted friends. To clear the infestation, apply the Fazbear Entertainment restaurant-grade chemi spray to Chica's exterior. Press the button under the hanging. Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper arm, hand, and cupcake plate. Well done. Oh no, it looks like Chica needs another dose of the chemi spray. Do not let the infestation spread. Be sure to give the canister button another push as needed. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate.
Where is it?
Please place the cupcake on the plate. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate.
Where is it?
Place the cupcake on the plate.
Fire open, yeah. Freak you, cupcake. Cause, like, you. I love that now hiring. Yeah, getting in VR, that's not difficult at all to try to grab that, but in like the console port. That's freaking annoying.
Back to parts and service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell. Sounds like Chica has been rummaging around the kitchen again. Remove all food particles. Good job. Make sure Chica is not hiding any other treats inside her beak. To open her beak, carefully. Oh no, it looks like Chica has picked up some unwanted. Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory
So can I do this
problems,
while this
skin,
is going
or
on
eye
now?
irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper. Well done. Oh no, it looks like Chica needs another dose of the chemi spray. Do not let the infestation spread.
Now you
Be sure to give
are gonna be
the
annoying.
button another. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate. Place the cupcake on the plate. Great job.
Yeah, why didn't you
Chica
spawn
is
there
ready
at
to
all last
serve
time?
Pizza and hugs to the kids again. Take a complimentary slice of pizza for a job well done. Delicious. See you next time.
That freaking cupcake. Yeah, and I get a piece of cake as well.
We hope you're enjoying the Fazbear virtual experience. Please be aware that there may be visual artifacts left behind from the beta testing phase of development. If you see any such artifacts, we recommend that you not interact with them. We'll weed them out eventually. There's no guarantee that we'll weed them out eventually.
Yeah, we can virtual area. Look at this guy. Look at him. There's a lot of things you can get here. Halloween. Eating all the candy here. Looks like he likes the fudge bar. Freddy. No, not Bunny. Cool, I can just exit. Yay. Hello!
Are you having fun yet? That's great.
I am not
to
having
hear.
fun yet.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. It looks like one of our guests left a personal item on our star attraction. Let's return it to the lost and found. Carefully grab and remove the child's hat from Freddy's mouth. Freddy's got a pretty good job. Now place the hat in the lost and found bin on your right. While we're at it,
What is
let's make
FNAF
sure
Up
there isn't
Wanted?
anything else stuck inside. To access Freddy's chest cavity, grab Freddy's bow tie and pull it outwards. Well done. Freddy's chest cavity is now open. Remove the child's watch and place it in the lost and found bin. Be careful not to touch any of Freddy's sensitive watch. Good job. It appears there is a child's shoe wedged behind Freddy's music box. The music box must be removed before you can access the child's shoe. Gently grasp the music box and extract it from Freddy's chest cavity before carefully place the music box on the work table to your left. Great job. To reset the safety latch, press the button located on Freddy's endoskeleton.
That's cool.
Now, remove the child's shoe and place it in the lost and found bin. Well done. Return the music box to Freddy's chest cavity, and we'll call it a day. Oh no! You seem to have mishandled Freddy's music box. This
Oh, no.
is not good. A replacement may be found on the work table. A slow and even pace is recommended. Crisis averted. To close Freddy's chest
I'll get
cavity,
him.
press the large black button on the center of Freddy's face. That concludes your time in parts and service. Your pay will be docked accordingly.
Alright, I love not getting paid. Woo! Alright, and then what we got here? We got Soda-Roni!
We went to great lengths to create an authentic
Yep,
VR experience, including using scanned photographs for reference and using original performance routines where applicable.
That's cool. Foxy there. I could do great too, I guess, in FNAF 1. To anyone tuning in, I don't like horror games. I don't know why I'm putting myself through this. And even though this is supposed to be like actual VR, it's still somewhat freaking scary, you know?
Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats.
I love how my power's already drained this fast.
This time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to keep those
There we go.
ways, you know.
Figured out that key line.
Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come on stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though. So, hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to
Ba-da-bum.
emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are
That's
blind
Chica.
spots in your camera view, and those blind spots have to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light.
Yeah, check the door out, yeah.
To react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate's Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active.
Bonnie's there already? What the
For long
frick?
periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Chica's up there. Bonnie's there. Bonnie's not there. Bonnie. Yeah. Hey, Foxy. Okay, so that is really freaking. Because I tried to really freaking press that. Frick you. But. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go and stop because considering the fact that I only got this game because a friend just gave it to me on my birthday for some reason. A really funny story there. I don't know why. I'm going to quickly end stream here, and I'll start up a different stream in like a few minutes. So if you tune in there, I'll see you there. Otherwise, stay sparky.